Every nation, every civilization, every religion has spoken about God. But pause for a moment. Who is Allah, really? Not the Allah of culture, not the Allah of rituals, but the Allah the Quran itself introduces. What if everything you thought about God was incomplete, maybe even misleading? What if Allah is not a mystery to be worshipped blindly, but a reality to be understood, reflected upon, and lived with? A welcome to the Human Self and Allah series. In this journey, we won't be repeating stories or traditions. We will let the Quran speak for itself. Because the very foundation of Deen is not blind obedience. It is knowing Allah with certainty. If we misunderstand Allah, we misunderstand the purpose of life. So let us begin where everything begins, with a clear, rational, and powerful understanding of Allah. The universal question is, from the beginning of time, humans have looked upward, asking, who controls this universe? Who created me? Who decides my fate? In ancient temples, people bowed before statues. In forests, they feared unseen spirits. In the skies, they worshipped the sun, the moon, and the stars. But the question was never about existence. Humans always believed in something. The real question has always been, who is the true one? And why does the Quran insist that Allah is known not by a shape, an image, or imagination, but by His attributes? Just remember, Allah is not a mystery. Unlike mythologies that wrap God in symbols and mysteries, the Quran removes every veil. There is nothing whatever like Him. 42:11. No image, no statue, no picture in your mind. Instead, the Quran presents Allah as a self, a being with will, purpose, and consciousness. The same word nafs used for human self is used, but for Allah, it is infinite, absolute, eternal. This means Allah is not a distant ruler demanding blind worship. He is the ultimate model, a standard for human self-development. His attributes, Rahman, most compassionate, Rahim, most merciful, Hakim, most wise, Aziz, most powerful, are not there for chanting. They are benchmarks, goals, qualities we are meant to build within ourselves. The Quran's message is stunningly clear. As you strengthen yourself, you walk closer to Allah, not physically, but in likeness, in character, in purpose. What is the difference between God and Allah? Here lies the greatest shift. The word God has been used across religions, but what people imagine often changes with culture. Sometimes God is cruel, sometimes mysterious, sometimes distant, sometimes merely a story. But the Quranic Allah is not vague. He is precise. He is rooted in law, justice, reason, and purpose. This is why the Quran introduces Him through His names, each one carrying a law of existence. He is Al-Adl, the just, and justice is built into creation. He is Al-Hakim, the wise, and wisdom flows in every system of nature. He is Al-Razak, the provider, and sustenance reaches every creature. These are not mysteries. They are realities we witness every day. Allah is not hiding in myths. He is reflected in every principle that sustains life. The question is, what this means for us now. Ask yourself, if Allah has attributes, and we too have a self, what does life demand from us? The Quran answers, develop yourself by reflecting Allah's attributes in your character. Show compassion, and you align with Rahman. Stand for justice, and you walk with Adl. Seek wisdom, and you grow with Hakim. Live with courage and dignity, and you reflect Aziz. This is not worship out of fear. This is transformation by choice. And according to the Quran, this is how a human being becomes truly eternal. Not by rituals, not by blind belief, but by consciously developing the self until it mirrors the divine attributes. Now, what is the real purpose of knowing Allah? So, Who is Allah? Not an image, not a mystery, not a distant king on a throne. Allah is the self that encompasses all reality, the one who reveals his attributes as a model for us to grow, the one who invites us not just to worship, but to become. This is not religion. This is deen, a system of growth, a path of transformation, and it begins with knowing Allah, not through imagination, but through his attributes, his laws, his guidance. The question is, will you just believe in him, or will you begin to become like him? Subscribe now and join us in the next episode. What is the human self in Islam?